Hi there. So today I'm going to talk more about value investing as I've redone quite a number of option strategies in my past video posts. And what I'm going to share with you today is some of the stock picks that I've done after the COVID market crash, and see how it is doing now. So let's dive in. So is value investing really dead? Let's zoom in and look at the 10 stock pick after COVID crash that gives me an average of around 65.5%. Check this out. All right, so this is my top 10 stock pick in the Interactive Brokers IP platform. So on the left here, you can see the ticker symbol of Baidu, DYDDY, Disney, and so on and so forth. And the reason why I show you this is to let you have a look at what is the trade date. For example, Baidu, I've actually traded on the 20th of May 2019. All right, and then the DYDDY, I traded on the 1st August 2019, and so on and so forth. And what you can see for RCL here that I have actually bought firstly on the 25th of February, and then again on the 25th of March, and then again on the 9th of March, and then again on the 2nd of April. So what I've done here is what we call dollar averaging, right? So I actually buy stocks. So these are stocks, it's stock investing that I've done, buying the stocks in tranches. So actually what happens here is that I still can remember when I first bought LCL, right? 25th February is not at the peak of the crash, it's just at the beginning. And then it went down lower, and it went down lower, and it went down lowest. So the lowest point is at around 23rd of March, where all the stocks came down, and it is bottom up, and then it begins to rise up again. So this is dollar averaging for RCL. So it's the same for Berkshire Hathaway, as you can see, right? 20th of April. This is after the market crash. It's around 20th of March. And I keep on accumulating the stocks for BRK.B. Same as for Microsoft, right? For PayPal, I bought on 3rd November 2020. And then Wells Fargo's, I bought at the bottom at around $24. I still can remember. And then for Facebook, I bought on the 26th June 2020, which is around 15 months from now. And then also on the 10th of September, all right, which is about 1 year. Okay, 1 year from now. So how do I fare? So as this is IB, it is quite difficult to not like think or swim where you can actually check the dates. So that's why I've actually collated this for you to see the different dates. And the why I'm showing you this is because I want to show you the date where this is transacted and how it is doing now in terms of unrealized profit, right? Unrealized profit percentage. So as you can see here, for this 10 ticker symbol, it is also highlighted here for BDDY, for BYDDY, Baidu, Disney, and so on and so forth. It's all these percentage are shown here as of yesterday, all right, as of yesterday. So what is the potential of the profit if I have that sort of unrealized profit? So I'm going to show you on the next chart here. All right, so the potential profit with the dollars invested, for example. So as you can see here, this is the unrealized profit and loss as I showed in the earlier slide, right? So if I put in all these on my 10 slide, right? And then let's say I have put $1,000. I bought $1,000 of BYDDY, Baidu, and so on and so forth, which I've invested around 10,000. What I would have made today, all right? What I would have made today will be around $5,550, which represent a percentage of 55.5%. So it is not too bad, all right? So for those who have 10,000 to invest on 10 stock, this is where you can have an unrealized profit of, in numerical, in dollar value of more than $5,500. Of course, you have less money, you can actually invest $500 here, 500 on each of the stock, where you diversify your portfolio, and $5,000 will also give you a percentage of 55.5, which is half of this, which is about 2,700 plus. All right. Now, of course, if you are wealthier, you have more saving, you can put 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, up to 100,000. All right. If you have faith and conviction from the stock, and then you just estimate and multiply this 5,555 $50 by 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, and 5 times. So this is the potential profit and how powerful it is in terms of value investing. So in my opinion, value investing is not dead, which is still there. Companies with a great value will still have the potential to excel, and you can profit from it. All right, so the next slide is that when we talk about value stocks, what we want to do is we invest long term. And by long term, we mean 3 to 5 years or longer. As you can see in my stocks value, I only invested for a maximum of maybe around 2 years, the maximum. So it's not there yet, okay? You need to let time, to let the stock, gain the percentage and run to its maximum profit. 3 to 5 years or longer. And you exit when the fundamentals change or it's no longer value. So we have to check the earning release. When there's a release date, there's an earning release report, we have to check whether the fundamentals are okay, and we continue to invest and hold on to the stock. And in the meantime, we will add and accumulate more shares on the journey. When the stock comes down, you look at a good price and support, and then you add on more stocks. Okay, so in the next slide, okay, we talk about emotion-free on value investing. What is the benefits of value investing? Okay, but before that, I want to show you the trading view. All right, the trading view on how value investing or investing in tech stock, okay, during the market crash, right? When you invest for stocks that have value or tech stocks, how long does it take to recover after the market crash? So let's go into it. So this is the Nasdaq Composite Index, all right? So what I'm going to show here to you is to share with you today that before the market crash in 23rd of March 2020, okay, you can see that, let's say you actually have technical stocks. Okay, this is Nasdaq Composite. You have technical stocks, you have purchased technical stocks here, and then the market goes downtrend all the way to 23rd of March. All right, and then it starts to pick up. Now, many of the people would have actually not hold on to the stock and let it go, and that's where you lose money. All right, but you will have to hold on to it, and for how many days before it comes back on the price here? Okay, you plot the graph and you estimate it is only about 110 days. All right, 110 days before Nasdaq Composite comes back upwards to hit this point. Okay, and you are break even then, same position as before the COVID, and then you are going all the way upwards. All right, so this is the mindset of how long you're going to wait. Okay, when there's a correction or there's a major correction, how long you're going to wait. So from the previous experience, the history says that Nasdaq takes us 110 days to recover from the COVID. Now let's look at today. In fact, it is live today. The market is everywhere red. All right, so how bad it is? So as you can see here, as I plotted, the peak of Nasdaq Composite is at 15375 thereabout. Okay, highlighted by this horizontal pink line, and today it has gone down to this level here. All right, if you look at it, this is 479, 481 now, 481 points down on the Nasdaq, which is represent about 3.2%. Okay, okay here. All right, so 3.2% from the peak. All right, sorry, 3.2% is actually from yesterday. All right, so it hasn't actually touched the correction level of 10% from the peak. If we measure from the peak, okay, so again, let me say that the 3.18% of 478 points down is actually reference to yesterday candle bar. All right, but if you look at the peak of 15375 here to today's value, it only represents around 4.89%. Right, there and about around 4.89%, represent about 752 points down. To have a maximum correction of 10%, we will need to reach at this level of 13,200 points. Okay, which is a bit far off. It has to pass through the 100 EMA and then go all the way down to 200 EMA and hit 13,200, where it hits the maximum, all right, correction of 10%. So how the market defines correction is 10% from the highest peak, which is measured from here. All right, if it goes down 10% further to 20%, it goes below 20%, which is where we say it is enter a bear market. All right, it enters a bear market when it goes below 20%, and between 20 to 40%, it is still a bear market. Once it breaks the 40% level, which is where we call it a market crash. All right, so you can then estimate how bad it is today. If anyone would be fearful when you hold Nasdaq stocks and let go today, then probably you will have to bear the loss. All right, or if you think it has hit the support level, then you add on more stocks. That's what I call dollar averaging, as you can see what I explained earlier in the video. So this is for Nasdaq. What about Dow Jones? Dow Jones today is also not doing very well. Let us look at Dow Jones. Let us look at the Dow Jones index. Let me pull up the chart a little bit. Okay, it's about right here. Now, in this chart, the same 20th of March was the market crash from the COVID-19. So what I've done is that I have drawn a line somewhere around here, as you can see. Okay, so this is where, let's say, for example, you bought your stocks, right, from any of the Dow stocks, all right, DJI, Dow Jones Industrial Index, from any of the 30 stocks, and then it goes crushing down, right? It goes crushing down, and how long will it take to pick up? Is actually, as I've drawn here, let me just expand a little bit more. It's actually from this point here to this point here, 285 days. So it's a bit longer than the Nasdaq, all right? 285 days, it takes 198 bars for it to recover, and thereafter here it goes to the right, all the way up. Okay, from here, this point it goes all the way up. So again today, all right, as a reference, how far has the Dow Jones Index came down, right? As of compared to yesterday reference, it's down 885 points, which is around 2.56%, right? And from the peak itself, it has gone down about 5%. Gone down about 5%, not 10% yet. For 10%, it has to reach this level, all right? 10% has to reach this level here, which is at around 32,000. So it has to pass through the 200 EMA and reach 32,000 before we hit the maximum of correction of 10%. it comes down here is when it enters the bull market, right? Getting near to the 20% bull market and go down to 20% is really bull market, and see whether it hits the 40% where the market crash. All right. So to come back again to this 20 of March 2020, how far has it crashed? So I have actually plotted here 23640 was 20% from peak, that's where you enter the bear market. 30% is at 20690, and 40% is at 17732. So it nearly hits. Right, let me expand it a little bit so everyone can see. Right, so it nearly hits 17704. It is shy of 18255. Okay, it nearly hits the 40%. Okay, which technically is really a market crash. So the corrections, the bear market is held for around how long? From this period to this period, and then it goes after 285 days. That's where it picked up again. Okay, so you can see how serious is the market, and today, as I said just now, which is quite a deep correction of 5%. Okay, if it goes down more 5% again, then we have to be a bit more prudent and more careful about our stock position. Okay, so let's get back to our chart. So emotion-free on value investing. Okay, the good thing I like about this is that you will not have to fear during market correction like today, because you're holding on to stocks. Stock has lifetime duration, lifetime. Okay, no expiry like options. Okay, you can sleep peacefully, and then you can adopt DCA, which is dollar cost averaging when the market drops. And you can use the same system and methodology to profit consistently and replicate the success. Right? So this is very interesting. So as usual, I am Charlie Wong from Investing for Wealth and Happiness. So feel free to join me on the Facebook page or Telegram group, and also on the free course. And if you're viewing this on YouTube, please subscribe to the YouTube, and like and share to the YouTube as well as Facebook. And the next video post, I'm going to talk about options. I'm going to buy options, the option strategy, leveraging on value stocks. Okay, leveraging on value investing. So I shall share with you on the next post on that. So I'll see you very soon.